How many American family vacations begin with arriving at the airport, taking the family in the rent-a-car van, arriving at the rent-a-car lot, and renting a minivan? Happens all the time. But unless you're in Europe, that minivan was probably not going to be a Mercedes-Benz. 2 years ago, I was with another family. We were 7 people all together. Go up to the rental car lot, and here sits a beautiful Mercedes-Benz Vito. Well, that looks like fun. Let's rent something different. And that was a fantastic vehicle for driving around Europe. So much so that the other dad that I was with was saying, hey, you're in the car business. How come we don't have this vehicle, this Vito, available for sale in Mercedes-Benz dealers here in the US? Well, now shoot ahead 2 years. The Vito, well, the name's been vetoed. It's now called the Metris. But this is a vehicle I think that is in the right time at the right place for the brand Mercedes-Benz. And now they say in their projections that 50% of the business will be delivery type vans, FedEx, UPS, you name it. Then the other 50%, airport delivery vans, liveries, limousine type services. I think they're going to have a pretty big piece of that pie. It's going to be actually in suburban use. Actual American families who, admire and respect the Mercedes-Benz brand, but then also see that this is a very useful and, perfect tool for really getting around town. Up to 8 passenger seating, lots of space inside. Interestingly enough, no diesel engine option. They went with the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that you see in the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. We've just driven it down through the canyons here in Southern California. It handles really nice for the type of vehicle it is. Plenty of power, 7-speed gearbox, so it can really push towards either good responsiveness on the road or great fuel efficiency. Again, 2 years ago, I said, this kind of vehicle should be branded with the Mercedes star, available for sale in America. 2 years later, the Metris. I think the first thing you notice when you get inside and start driving a Metris is that it really does feel a bit more vanish than you would expect, but you know what, that's not a bad thing. It's got a nice seating position. Let's be fair, the kind of high riding height is why we all went crazy for SUVs in the first place. So it's got a nice position, everything kind of falls to hand nicely. I mean, don't forget the bones of this vehicle are really designed to be helpful and comfortable for delivery drivers. And, people are going to work in this machine. So, of course, that's going to make it a nice place to be just for a nice cruise as well. One thing that Mercedes is probably a little bit worried about is when people come to check out a Metris in a local dealership, and they see it just as being a passenger van, not really understanding its delivery or commercial van roots, they're going to feel some of these plastics and, pretty thin stuff, and not really no special surfacing, pretty Spartan when you consider it being a Mercedes-Benz. But I think that is some of the attraction as well, because obviously you could have things be customized and really put together in a more traditional passenger van type sense, but also it keeps the price way down. The starting price on this vehicle is $28,000, goes up to about $33,000 or $34,000. So you know what, that's a real nice low entry point. And so yeah, you might have some hard plastics to touch here and there and feel a little bit utilitarian, but it also works really well. So there's got to be value in that.